Hello, good morning, welcome back to my channel. My name's Louise and this is Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. So I did say in my previous video that I would do an update on the pomegranates that I got from Bangladesh. So the 4 pomegranate, there's 3 varieties. So I've got 2 of the same variety and then 2 different ones. So I'll start off with the Bangladeshi local Deshi variety. Doesn't have a name, I just give it the name Deshi because that means it's local to Bangladesh and that's what they called it. So this one is the one that had fruit attached, and that little pomegranate that you might have seen in the thumbnail came off in my hands this morning. So as I was inspecting it, the fruit that was attached here came off, and this is the fruit. So it wasn't growing, but it just seemed nice that I could say to people, yeah, look, that's the pomegranate. It's not a dead, it's not a dead bush. It's an actual pomegranate, and there was the proof of it. But it's come off now, so maybe the plant will have more energy to put out more new growth. So it's only put out this new growth here. I'm sort of checking the other parts of the plant. Can't see any signs of growth there, but as I say, this only just came off this morning. I think at the end of the video I'll cut it open. Don't expect to see anything ripe in there, and probably very unpalatable, if I dare to try it. So stick around for the end of the video. So that's the Deshi variety, and hopefully it makes a recovery now that it's dropped that fruit. So put that to one side. This too is another Deshi variety. So I said I got 2 of the same. I got this one because this was the healthier of the 2 Bangladeshi varieties, and so this one did have lots of leaves and it dropped them, but as you can see, little growth buds there, little leaf buds appearing, coming out of that dormant state. So I think it's more at the top than lower branches, but progress at least. So that's the other Deshi variety. And yeah, hopefully they all make a good recovery and bounce back. I think with pomegranates, they must, with all the varieties, they probably have different rates of growth, and have different sort of cold tolerances, that they don't come out of dormancy until a certain month. And I have no clue about these Asian or South Asian varieties here. Yeah, so maybe this is why this one has only just started to put out new growth, and I'll compare it to the next one that I'm going to show you, which didn't go into dormancy. They've all had the same treatment, they've all been repotted in the same mix, they've had the same amount of light, watering, etc., but behaved in a different way. So let me just not this variety, just bring this one in. This one is Super Bhagwa. It's an Indian variety, and this one did manage to keep most of its leaves, and it's got a different shape to it. It doesn't grow sort of tall in a column. It's got like this sort of spreading habit with branches that are hanging, arching, I should say. And this one did keep most of its leaves, and it's much earlier in producing new shoots as well. So look at the length of that shoot there. So this green, let me just this green part here, that's all new growth. So where it's dark, the dark stem there, that's the old growth, but all this is new growth. So maybe this is an earlier flowering and fruiting variety, or it's just a more sort of cold resistant, more tolerant of stress than the others. You know, it didn't drop its leaves. And so they've all had the same treatment. They've been under the grow lights for the first few weeks, and then they're now on the windowsill for the past couple. So yeah, lots of growth, the length of that growth there. So this is what we'd expect to see on late spring, early summer on our outdoor pomegranates. For those of us who are trying to grow pomegranates here in the UK, we don't expect to see any leaf buds probably until the end of March, April time, May, and obviously we have a short summer, so you know pomegranates need lots of sun in order to flower and fruit. So I'm going to keep these indoors as long as possible, so that maybe at the time, if they do produce flowers, that I'll have a head start, you know, getting these ready to be pollinated if I'm lucky. So that's the Super Bagua. Very pleased with that one. And then finally, this variety here is the Pakistani Kandahar black pomegranate. Yeah, so this has been a bit of a mixture. It's kept like a few of the old leaves, so these paler, and this sort of mangled leaf here, and further up the stem, it's retained those leaves, so these darker green leaves, and then it dropped quite a few. But pleased to see lots of pinkish new leaf buds appearing. So there's an old leaf there, and then around it you've got brand new leaf buds, and they look really pretty when they first appear, sort of that pinkish colour to them. So yeah, the Pakistani black pomegranates making a good recovery. I just love the colour of those leaves, really, really pretty. So hopefully it's true to its name. I mean, I'd be pleased even if it's not a black pomegranate, you know, if it produces, that's enough for me. But yeah, having black pomegranate would be a bonus. So definitely doing well, these four. Good to see that they're all making some slower than the others, but progress nonetheless, and wish me luck with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the camera, I'm going to get a knife and cut this open. Right, so cut it open, and as you can see, very pale white, definitely unripe, probably very, very bitter to taste. I'm going to try one, you know, give it a go, might as well. Yeah, so no hints of ripeness in there. I might just cut this bit, the reddest part. I'll just pause the camera. No, it's just the same as the rest of the fruit, so definitely no ripeness there at all. Yeah, let's try it. Might be poisoning myself here. Just can't taste anything. Literally can't taste anything. I've got a bit of a cold, so. Well, not bitter. I was expecting it to be extremely bitter, but just bland, really. not much juice. Yeah, I mean, very unripe, but not nasty, you know, astringent, that it sucks the saliva out of your mouth, that kind of taste. It's just bland, basically. Will I try to grow the seeds on a very immature pomegranate? Would they actually grow? I wonder. I mean, the seed size, you know, they seem formed. Try it, why not? I did have a pomegranate of similar size back in 2018. I got one from Canada. Don't know what the variety was. That had little embryo flowers that were just forming into fruit on it, and then it grew to a similar size to that. I don't know, see if we can find the picture of that one. And it stayed on the plants, and then it cracked, and then there was like it looked like the Little Shop of Horrors, if you've ever watched that film, where there's a giant plant that eats people. And it reminded someone of that. Someone commented, so it looks like the Little Shop of Horrors. And so I did try the fruit off that, and it was very, very nasty, very bitter. But the seeds did germinate, had little plantlets from it, but I don't know what happened. The plant died, and then I didn't take care of the seedlings, and that was the end of that. So yeah, I might dry these seeds, you know, just take a few out and see if I can grow Bangladeshi pomegranate from seed. But yeah, so there we have it. That's that's today's episode. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. And please press the like button, comment, and share with your friends. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.